Canadian Prime Minister and CARICOM leaders discuss renewal of CARICOM Canada Trade Program. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
The Carriacou Carnival Committee presents Majestic Thursday. Majestic Thursday on February 16th at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground, 8 p.m. sharp. Come out in your numbers as 6 beauties will vie for the coveted crown. Marsha Blair, Miss Baltazar Grenada. Kiana Thomas, Miss Bogle. Kenesha Kojo, Miss BBH. Brianna Primus, Miss Six Roads. Michaela Gregg, Miss Pitty Martinique. And Renaya Alexander, Miss Lester. Admission, $40. Showtime, 8 p.m. Remember, it's Majestic Thursday, February 16th, 8 p.m. at the Hillsborough Recreation Ground.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, February 16th, 2023, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. CARICOM member countries could once again have duty-free access to the Canadian market for most commodities by the end of 2023. The announcement was made by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the 44th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in the Bahamas. He said this will fall under the umbrella of the 1985 carriacou trade program. Carriacou seeks to enhance Commonwealth Caribbean trade and export earnings, improve the trade and economic development prospects of the region, promote new investment opportunities, and encourage enhanced economic integration and cooperation. Prime Minister Trudeau said Canada is looking to renew the waiver from the World Trade Organization. Trade has been listed on the agenda of the Heads of Government meeting in light of the reduction in overseas markets as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Canada is seeking a renewal of its waiver from the World Trade Organization for our carriacou trade program to ensure that goods from the region can continue to enter Canada duty-free belong 2023. Carriacou was first announced by Canada at this same meeting in Nassau in 1985, so it's only fitting that we renew that pledge today.
In other news from the CARICOM summit, Bahamian Prime Minister Philip Davis says the region has much to contribute towards solving critical international issues, but warned that only through collaboration positive results will be achieved. He made the statement during his welcome address as host Prime Minister at the official opening of the CARICOM meeting on Wednesday. CARICOM leaders are discussing major issues affecting the region, such as the CARICOM single market and economy, food security, climate change, climate finance, and the ongoing economic and political unrest in Haiti, among others. Prime Minister Davis is optimistic that by taking a collaborative approach to deal with each of these issues, the region will obtain more benefits and respect from the international community.
By working together, we show that we are not powerless. I have no doubt that in joining our voices last year to present an agreed position at COP27, we helped to influence the shift in position relating to loss and damage arising from the impact of climate change. There's also genius amongst us. The Bridgetown Initiative, which proposes reforms to the global financial architecture, is a shining example of how this region has much to contribute to solving critical international issues. Investment and cooperation in education, infrastructure, food and energy security will help to support our collective national development. For all the losses and havoc wrought by the COVID-19 pandemic, it did teach us valuable lessons about what's important and about what we need to do to save lives and livelihoods.
He challenged his colleagues to remember the many occasions when countries took individual decisions to plead a cause with no success. He said regional growth, development, and investments are guaranteed with collaboration.
Whether the issues are old or new, in order to make lasting progress, we must address and promote our narrow national self-interest firmly within the framework of the interests of us all. None of us will be safe until we are all safe. None of us will develop sustainably or securely if we leave our neighbors behind. None of us will truly prosper if our resources are forever taxed by the poverty and instability of those nearby. Going it alone will not work. The Heads of Government meeting will conclude on Friday, February 17th.
Grenada's Foreign Minister Honorable Joseph Andal attended the 17th special meeting of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations on Wednesday, February 15th, on the sidelines of the 44th regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government currently underway in Nassau, the Bahamas. Minister of Foreign Affairs will hold key engagements with the Food and Agriculture Organization, the European Union, and the United Arab Emirates, amongst others. A strategic CARICOM United States dialogue was also held, which provided opportunities for foreign ministers to discuss matters of mutual importance, including the current situation in Haiti, regional security, food security, energy, finance, and setting the stage for further collaboration following the Summit of the Americas held last year in Los Angeles. At a bilateral level, Honorable Joseph Andal met with the South Korean delegation to discuss cooperation opportunities in the areas of renewable energy and coastal erosion. To this end, the South Korean delegation, comprised of public and private sector representatives, is expected to visit Grenada in late February. Additional bilateral meetings are scheduled with the United States, United Kingdom, and the European Union. Minister Andal is accompanied by Ms. Cyrilla Steele, Foreign Service Officer. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Mozo, where you there? The trouble is wrong, guy.
The Carriacou Carnival Comedy presents Fantastic Friday, February 17th, from 9 p.m. as 11 Suka stars comes up against the defending monarch, Mozo. Fantastic Friday. Killer Bees, Silver Bullet, Shonda, Black Blingers, Flavor, DZX, Super, Flying Flint, Tonic X, Casey and Kayak Prince, Hopalende, KJ and Mirage, with Young 20 on standby. Tickets cost $40 or you pay more at the door. Hillsborough Recreation Ground is the venue for Fantastic Friday. Ticket outlets, Alexis Food Stores, Alice Dream Supermarket, Malik Shopping Windward, and Terrace Logan, P.T. Martinic, Friday, February 17th. Fantastic Friday, Bacchanal City, going wrong.
She was a real man, but she only taking money call.
Welcome back. A team from the World Pediatric Project is on island conducting a series of neonatal training at hospitals and health facilities for nurses and doctors. The training, which focuses on improving newborn outcomes in the Eastern Caribbean, started at the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou on Monday and is scheduled to conclude on Friday on mainland at the General Hospital. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, Javon Williams, commended the U.S. team on the timely training as government places more emphasis on improving access and service delivery within the health sector. He encouraged nurses both in Carriacou and on the mainland to welcome the opportunity to increase their knowledge and skills for more positive outcomes within their profession.
As medical people, we all know that the first 4 weeks of a newborn is most paramount. You can have a newborn healthy, and thereafter your problems. Or you can have a newborn with some slight issues. But what do we do and how we do it determines the type of young child or adult we're going to have in the future. So the more knowledge we can impart for neonatal care is the better in the long run the society can be. So I want to thank the US team. They've been here over in the past, but we know the situation for a while. We didn't have the pediatric team here, and for being here now and starting the training in Carriacou. You know how important it is for the ministry.
Nurses and doctors at the Princess Alice Smart facility at Marabou also benefited from the training. Ground technicians attached to the Ministry of Sports on Thursday received new equipment to execute their jobs in a more efficient manner. Minister for Sports Honorable Ron Redhead presented the ground technicians with 2 lawnmowers and 2 blowers during a brief handover ceremony at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine. Minister Redhead is confident the upgrading equipment will improve on the quality of service they now provide in field maintenance.
The ministry has ground staff separate and apart from contractors who do field maintenance. And what we are trying to do is to beef up their capacity. So the blowers, you're seeing drive mows, we're getting 16 weed eaters as well to help beef up what they can do. This is a sports season and we need to ensure that we have the right tools and capacity to execute and get the job done. But more so, it's a part of our own vision. When we came in, what we met, we thought that we had to improve on it. And improvements didn't mean just slashing people off, but what it meant was to increase and enhance as we went along. So we did our necessary homework, and of course it took some time, but during the sports season, having to do that upgrade, so to speak. And also managing the sports season, it was a challenge. Nonetheless, we were able to overcome, and finally we're here.
The mowers Minister Redhead says will be used throughout the country. However, there will be a process by which communities can make the requests for use of the equipment.
What we did now is to appoint supervisors for the groundsmen. In the past, there were 2 supervisors just looking at fields. What we're doing now is to say that we have 4 supervisors managing the workers, in addition to putting out the schedule to go to clean the fields, to manage how we maintain it, etc. So not in a vai approach or manner, but to do it in an organized structure to ensure that the work that they are doing is coordinated and organized. So it's not going to be something that the community can readily access. It will come through the ministry, but through the ground staff and the supervisors for the various zones.
Chevron Cato received the equipment on behalf of the grounds technicians.
It's very important given our situation before with lack of equipment, and having these lawnmowers now is very important. They make our work easier, more efficient, and get it done quicker in that sense. When the mower is done, the guys have to use weed eaters, which is challenging for them because look at the size of the field. It's tremendous, and to use weed eater to cut a whole field, workload, strain some of the guys back and stuff like that. So with the lawnmower now, driving will make it much easier for us to use and execute our work easier, faster, more efficiently.
Minister Redhead says his ministry will also procure additional equipment for the staff in the coming months. And finally in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture is taking steps to create plans to improve the lives and livelihood of sector-dependent farmers, while encouraging more young people to get involved in agriculture and agro-processing. Plans are in place to put the Maribor Farm School at the epicenter of its programs as it aims to boost local food production. A team from the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, including Minister with responsibility for Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, Permanent Secretary Aaron Francois, and Chief Vet and Livestock Officer Dr. Cayman Cummins, met with staff and workers at the Maribor facility on Wednesday. The visit was held to get buy-in and to better understand the initiatives of the school and the potential that it has to improve education and empowerment. Samuel Andrew is head of the campus. He says the visit was an important one that can improve Grenada's agriculture sector.
I think it's a very important visit, and it's much welcomed because we have the minister here today, Honorable Adrian Thomas, and then we have the PS as well, Francois. So this speaks well. I mean, I feel very good to know that they can take the time to engage us and to look at ways in which we can project the campus as a center of excellence for agriculture and agribusiness. So I'm very, happy that they came here today to visit us.
The Maribor Farm School is utilized by Year 2 students of the T.A. Marshall Community College as a hands-on training site. And with that story, come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, February 16, 2023. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.